We are going to talk about thoracic cage. In this lecture, we will discuss about thoracic cage. Thoracic cage basically consists of ribs, sternum, and thoracic vertebra. Thoracic vertebra we have discussed already in a previous lecture. So today we are just going to look at ribs and sternum. Thoracic cage is basically a conical shape. Its inferior border is broader and superior border is narrower. It protects the internal organ of thoracic cavity, heart and lungs. And it also protects the abdominal organs to an extent, spleen, liver, and posteriorly it protects the kidney. Now we will discuss about sternum. That is a part of thoracic cage. Sternum is a bony plate that lies anterior to the heart. It has three portions. It subdivides into three portions, right? The first superior broader portion is manubrium. Beyond the manubrium, there is a body. And the last portion is xiphoid process. This is the body, that is the central part of sternum. And the superior portion is manubrium. Superiorly, at manubrium, it has a notch that's called suprasternal. Supra means superior and sternum, sternal. Suprasternal notch. Suprasternal notch or jugular notch. There is a left and right of suprasternal. There is an articulation of clavicular bone. Clavicular bone means beauty bone, which connects at the part of sternum of manubrium and provides the attachment of clavicle and also called sternoclavicular joint bilaterally. Sternoclavicular joint. Distal to the manubrium, there is an angle. That's called sternal angle. While talking about the portion of manubrium of sternum, so you can palpate suprasternal or jugular notch over your sternum superiorly by placing your finger. And left and right of suprasternal notch, that is a sternoclavicular joint where clavicular bone is articulate at this point. And manubrium is the part where connects with the first pair of ribs bilaterally. And sternal angle is that point where you can palpate as a bony projection, a bony prominence over your sternum, where is a second point of second rib attachment. It is the most important for physical examination that you can palpate while you are counting ribs. In physical examination, you can palpate sternal angle and you can feel that here is the attachment of second ribs. So you can easily counting the rest of the ribs. And the body, the next portion is body and xiphoid process. So xiphoid process is the portion where abdominal muscles are attached. These are the sternum, and now we can move towards the ribs. There are 12 pair of ribs. In 12 pairs, 1 to 10 are 1 to 7 pairs are true ribs, and 8 to 10 are false rib, 11 to 12 is floating ribs. We will discuss about one by one. 1 to 10, 1 to 7 are true ribs, 8 to 10 false ribs, and 11 to 12 are floating ribs. First of all, we will discuss just 1 to 7. 1 to 7. 1 to 7. Pair of ribs 1 to 7 are directly connect with sternum. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Pair 1 to 7 of ribs are directly connected with sternum via costal cartilage. This is the costal cartilage. Ribs are not attached with sternum directly. It connects with costal cartilage. That is a form of hidden cartilage. Posteriorly, it connects with thoracic vertebra 1 to 7. The same attachment posteriorly. And 8 to 10, 8, 9, and 10. These ribs are not connecting with sternum directly. It connects with pair of 7 ribs. Remember, 1 to 7 pair of ribs are connecting with sternum anteriorly directly with the help of costal cartilage. But the pair of ribs 8, 9, and 10 are not connecting directly with the sternum. These are connecting with the 7th pair of ribs and then connecting with sternum. And 11 to 12 pair of ribs are not connecting with anteriorly to the sternum. It is a floating ribs and just provides the and also embedded with the abdominal muscles. So the things is to be remembered, that is the posterior connection with thoracic vertebra. There is a little bit confusion, so a little bit concentration will help you to remember where is the connection of ribs with posteriorly to the thoracic vertebra. we are going to look at the structure of ribs. First of all, we will see that there is a head of ribs, the broader portion, that is the head, and the narrow portion beyond the head, that is neck, and distal to the neck there is a tubercle. Tubercle is a small round projection that is called tubercle. It is the second point of attachment with causal fascicle of transverse process of thoracic vertebra. So literally we can see this is the head of rib and this is the neck. This is the tubercle. Small rounded projection, your process. And beyond the tubercle, distal to the tubercle, there is an angle. Beyond the angle, there is a shaft. And inferior to the shaft, there is a costal groove. A margin, a bony margin, groove means margin. It also supports the intercostal arteries or intercostal nerves. This is the shaft angle and this is the shaft. So now we are going to talk about the attachment of ribs posteriorly with the thoracic vertebra. So there is a little bit confusion. So we will see that ribs 1 to 9. Ribs 1 to 9. Sorry, 2 to 9. Ribs 1 is attached with directly posteriorly with thoracic vertebra, and ribs 2 to 9 are attached with two vertebra. Means कि वो two vertebra. First, the inferior portion of first vertebra and the superior portion of and a second vertebra. You can see the attachment of ribs with the vertebra posteriorly. There is a double connection. Double connection mean the inferior portion of one vertebra and the superior portion of second vertebra. Means the rib is attached with two vertebra. There is a double articular facet of ribs. This is the superior articular facet of ribs, and this is the inferior articular facet of rib. And where is attached, this is the first vertebra, that is inferior costal articular facet of T5 and superior costal facet of T6. You can see the double attachment of ribs with two vertebra, the body of two vertebra. This only happens 2 to 9 thoracic vertebra, where rib is articulated, and ribs 10 to 12 is a single attachment. Rib is directly connected with a single vertebra, the body of single vertebra. 10 is directly attached with just single vertebra. You can see, but T2 here, T2 to T9 is a connection with two vertebra. Rib, here is a rib, is attached with two vertebra. The first portion and the second portion. The first portion of This vertebra is the inferior margin and it is the superior portion of superior costal facet of the second vertebra. Now, the thing to remember is another connection which you have to see that there is a connection ribs 1 to 10 is also a double attachment. These double attachment we can see first the head of rib is attached with the body of thoracic vertebra and then the attachment of tubercle, the part of rib. Here you can see this is the second attachment with costal facet of transverse process of thoracic vertebra. This is the second attachment. These only happen in ribs thoracic vertebra from 1 to 10. Thoracic 1 to 10 is the double attachment of. You can see first attachment is head of rib is attached with body of thoracic vertebra and the second attachment of tubercle, the part of rib is attached with costal facet of transverse process of thoracic vertebra. But thoracic 11 and thoracic 12, these type of attached with floating ribs. Floating ribs have only just head. There is no any tubercle or there is no any costal groove or shaft. It has only head. The head is attached directly with T11 and T12. This is the little bit difference you can remember. Again listen. Ribs 1 to ribs 9 is attached with directly thoracic vertebra posteriorly and ribs 1 is attachment of single pair of ribs and ribs 2 to 9 is attached double attachment. There is a double attachment. You can see the attachment as we have discussed already. And thoracic the 10 and to 12 is a directly attachment with a single articulation with posteriorly with thoracic vertebra. And ribs 1 to 10, remember ribs 1 to 10 have a double articulation. Double articulation, how is double articulation? Because the ribs 1 to 10 has a head, neck and arm and tubercle. That is the second attachment. First attachment is the head with body of thoracic vertebra and second attachment of tubercle with costal facet of transverse process. And remaining T11 and T12 are ribs. T11 or 12 pairs is directly attached with a single attachment because floating ribs have only head. There is no any tubercle. So this is a single attachment. And anteriorly it is embedded with abdominal muscles. Any question up till now? No question? Class.